Capricorn, what's going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Capricorn love reading. Today we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the shared energy that's affecting both of you. I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Capricorn, 3 cards for your person. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get started. Let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Capricorn and their romantic person of interest. Okay, we're taking them. What's going on with you, Cappy? It's been a minute. What's going on with Capricorn as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them? Okay. Lord have mercy. We're getting extra cards everywhere. Man. Taking that. This, I'm just going to put this back in because that's too much to take all at once. I don't want this to turn into like a 6-hour marathon reading here. What's going on with your person, Capricorn? What's going on with Capricorn's romantic person of interest? So clearly, there's something that needs talked about here because we just got stuff flying everywhere. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the High Priestess. That's one of those 3 cards that jumped out here when I had the mess happen, when I got your energy out. This is she who knows. She represents your intuition. She represents your unconscious mind. I call her she who knows because she sits in front of the veil of consciousness. So she has access to all the information that you and I as humans don't have access to. She knows everything. She sees everything. Problem with her, she doesn't always tell us everything. Sometimes there's stuff that we don't need to know until it's time for us to know. And that's when she clues you in through your intuition or through a gut feeling or a sign or synchronicities. Dreams that have messages in them. This is that internal knowing where you're just guided towards something, you know it, and you don't really have any way of knowing it. In a relationship, this can represent that the connection between the two of you is deeper than something just physical. It's deeper than something just emotional. This is like a powerful connection. King of Wands was also in some of that extra stuff that fell out. This is Leo energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what they want. They go after it with bold, passionate, fiery determination. The King of Wands is not the person who is going to take no for an answer. They're not the person who's going to let obstacles or challenges or roadblocks stop them from getting what they want. This is the kind of energy that's very driven and motivated and determined and ambitious. And this is like, I'm going to find a way to get what I want, or I'm going to make up a way to get what I want. It's also the pinnacle of the wand suit, and the wand is the phallic symbol of the deck. It's about passion, desire, sexual energy. So this is someone who's not just driven and motivated in the normal sense. They're also driven and motivated in that sense as well. Got more Leo energy here. Strength. This is the Leo Major Arcana card. This usually means that there is a difficult situation happening right now and someone's being forced to dig down deep inside themselves and tap into their internal strength in order to make it through that. It can also sometimes represent a person who's trying to tame this beast inside themselves. They're trying to rein a piece of themselves in, hold a piece of themselves back, like struggling against a piece of themselves because they don't want to make some kind of a mistake. Knight of Wands. I got a lot of fire energy here behind this High Priestess. I got fire out here, a couple more spots too. Passion, desire. This is the second fastest moving knight in the deck. This is rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action on something that there's a lot of passion and desire for. I see definitely a lot of passion and desire, but I see what looks like some kind of a struggle happening here between this King of Wands, Knight of Wands. The negative side of the Knight of Wands, sometimes this gets called the player of the tarot deck because it can be a wishy-washy in and out, back and forth, like can't stay fully committed to what I said I wanted type of an energy. So sometimes this is someone who's really gung-ho about something and they want it really bad and they start moving mountains to get it, and then suddenly something else happens, and then they decide to pull back and go a different direction. It can be that. Sometimes it legitimately is a player, like a person that'll tell you anything you want to hear in order to get what they want, and then they go somewhere else and they do that same bit there too. So it can be something like that. Don't really have anything out here that suggests that. This looks like somebody like trying to take massive action on something that there's a lot of passion and desire for, and there's some element of struggling with that. Got the Magician right behind it. This is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the Tarot deck. This is someone who has all the tools, abilities, and resources to shape the world around them to be in alignment with what their will desires. This usually means someone is actively manifesting something. That's the gist of what it looks like this is going to talk to me about. I just noticed that High Priestess is card 2. She represents the Divine Feminine of the Tarot deck. The Magician, card 1, the Divine Masculine of the Tarot deck. To me, this is every bit as good as the Lover's card. Actually, probably better than the Lover's card. So there's counterparts here on like a very high spiritual level. So I'm feeling like this is a powerful connection that the two of you have. And there's some struggling element here with like trying to actually accomplish what I want. Anyway, gist of it, this mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects both of you in some way here in April 2024. It doesn't always affect you both exactly the same way. Sometimes they do this and you feel the consequences of it. Sometimes that's backwards. Sometimes they say or do something and you feel this way or act this way, or vice versa. Sometimes this is legitimately external stuff that's going on that is affecting both of you, but this mutual point of interest between the two of you here in April 2024, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. This can be divine timing. This can be like something's going to happen when it's supposed to happen and not a minute sooner, not a minute later. There's nothing you can do to speed it up or slow it down. Sometimes this is the universe spinning that wheel in the background, making sure things line up the way they're supposed to so that what's supposed to happen is going to happen. That's usually kind of what this card can represent. Like what's supposed to happen is going to happen and there ain't shit you can do about it. This can also represent a change in the luck and fortune to something. This can be that pivotal moment where the wheel spins the other way. And like if things were going great, this would be when it goes to hell in a handbasket suddenly. Vice versa even. If things have been going bad, this would be that spinning the wheel the other way and correcting course and straightening things out. I do have 7 of Wands with that, which is more Leo energy. This is a defensive kind of an energy. It's defending my position on something, defending my stance on something, being willing to fight to protect something that I want, something that I believe in, something that's important to me, being willing to fight for a connection here. Looks like trying to fight against something and make something happen. It could be that even. So tell me more about this mutual point of interest. Why is the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Wands here as the shared energy? Okay. Right. On the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. This is the Cancer Major Arcana card. This is the fastest moving energy in the deck. This is like, it's about its core, it's like using the will to overcome obstacles and challenges and problems and roadblocks and stuff that's in the way. It's like getting past all of that through sheer will alone and then moving forward very fast in success and victory. There's an issue of alignment with this card sometimes because you see the dark side here and the light side here, and the driver doesn't have any reins to steer this thing with. So he uses just sheer will alone to control this thing. So if the driver is not fully in alignment, like if that dark side of himself and that light side of himself aren't pulling in the same direction, this thing ain't going to go anywhere. Or worse yet, it'll pull in different directions and tear itself in half as it tries to move forward. But this at its core is about trying to overcome some obstacle. I've got like looking like trying to move something here, trying to fight against something here, trying to get what I want here. I see all this like knowing what I'm going after, guided toward it, know what I want. I'm going to get it no matter what. And I'm taking all this action, but there's some element of struggle here and some element of something that I'm manifesting, and a little bit of fear, worry, and anxiety behind that. So it looks like there's some obstacle that's in the way, especially with what I'm seeing here and with the Chariot here. Now, when I clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Wands, I get the Nine of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Nine of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is another defensive type energy here, like this Seven of Wands. This is about, this is the wounded warrior. So this is a card of healing. He's been hurt, hence this wall he's built around himself. It's his defense mechanism. It's his way of trying to protect himself so he doesn't get hurt, so he doesn't continue to get hurt. He doesn't want to be hurt. He wants to move forward in his journey here. This can sometimes represent like someone having been hurt and their walls have come up as a way to protect themselves. Sometimes this wall can just be a barrier that's in the way, like there's something stopping you or your person or both of you from getting what you actually want here. This is really, I'm seeing a couple of things out here that's making me think that whatever it is that you guys are trying to manifest, that you're trying to like have all this passion for, to accomplish, it's like that's been happening for a minute. This feels drawn out, and this feels like a barrier that's in the way, and the will to overcome it. Yeah, the thing that we're trying to get past, whatever we're trying to get past with this barrier, what we're trying to get to is this Ten of Cups, and the Three of Cups, and then the Four of Cups, and then the High Priestess. Okay, this is telling me this, yeah, and the World, and the, okay, yeah, all of this is connected. Holy shit. Holy shit, we got big stuff going on, Cappy. Okay, I'm taking all of this too, like this, overcoming the obstacles to try to get to this Ten of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is that most people's goal in love and relationships. It's that happily ever after that we all want, that happy fairy tale love connection, being emotionally combined together, pouring yourselves into each other where everyone feels fully loved and fully appreciated, fully happy and content. It's like that happy life. Three of Cups. This is an energy, it's Cancer energy of being united and celebrating. We're being reunited and celebrating. This is feeling like what we're trying to accomplish now is we're trying to get to this happily ever after where we're actually together. And I don't think we have that at the moment, because this Four of Cups is also Cancer energy, but it's about not being fully happy with what I have in front of me, not being fully content with that. They're staring at three cups, but they're daydreaming about this other cup. So this, again, represents that Three of Cups here, being united and celebrating, and I can't get something out of my head, this thing that I believe is going to bring me my happiness and fulfillment. This is really feeling like wanting to be together, feeling guided toward each other. Again, that High Priestess, which is the overall energy of the whole reading, just feeling guided. The World, the final card of the major arcana. So I've got two cards here that are representing like the completion of something. I've actually got another card out here twice that's representing that, but this is the ending of one cycle and at the same time the beginning of the next cycle. So hopefully this is the ending of whatever is in the way in the beginning of this type of an energy. I'm getting ahead of myself by a card again, but I got King and Queen of Pentacles out here together. This is like wife energy. This is Capricorn energy. This is either Taurus or Virgo energy. Doesn't have to represent what sign the person is, although it totally could. But to me, this is like wife energy. This is like husband energy. And I've got them here together, but they're separated. There's all this stuff above Queen of Pentacles here between the two of you. But this is what they're trying to get to. And the Six of Wands is Leo energy of recognition. This is like recognizing something, and whatever is being recognized allows forward movement to happen. This is kind of like a minor, oh hey, knocking crystals off on the floor. This is like a minor arcana version of the Chariot. Like if you could combine this and the Eight of Wands together, to me that would be really similar to the Chariot. This is like moving forward successfully on something. It looks like what we're moving forward successfully toward is Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value. Typically what you're building together here is the Ten of Pentacles, which is what the King and the Queen of Pentacles do. They do this teamwork thing to build that Ten of Pentacles. This is like laying the foundations for building a life together. So it's like we're fighting to get to that point to where we're actually together. Again, second clarifier, King of Pentacles. That's like husband type energy here. But there's some sort of barrier in the way either of getting to husband or of being husband or being provider. This can sometimes also be a person who is like a business person or owns a business or is an independent contractor or a freelancer or is just like in an authority position in a business, like good at managing things. I have 10 of Swords next, which is the concerning piece. This is Gemini energy of a swift ending to something. Sometimes this is a swift, painful ending. Sometimes it's an ending you don't see coming. Sometimes it's an ending in betrayal, but this is an ending to something. So far, all of this seems really positive until we hit this. Now, there are positive elements to every card in the deck. There are negative elements to every card in the deck. One of the positive things about the 10 of Swords is even though, yes, the dude is dead, he's got 10 swords in his back, and the sky is pitch black, you'll notice in the background, it's lifting, like the darkness is lifting here. Something has ended, and this is like the dawn of a new day now. So, at the beginning stage of the reading, it's not uncommon that I don't fully understand what the hell this is telling me yet. I will come back to this shared energy again as I go through your energy, Capricorn, because then I'll be able to see how it relates to you. I'll come back to it again as I go through your person's energy for the same reason. But that's the shared energy. Your energy in this connection for April 2024, Capricorn. First card is the most important. You got the Page of Cups. Central to your energy, 3 of Wands. And your final card is the 9 of Cups. Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. So this is news and messages and communications about love and emotions. This could be lovey-dovey messages being exchanged. This could be like expressing my feelings, being at the early stages of like moving forward in a love connection where it's still being thought about and talked about. It's just not actually being acted on yet. Sometimes, because pages are the least developed of the core cards, this can represent someone who's not fully emotionally developed, not fully emotionally mature. I got nothing out here that would suggest that yet. So, when I was cleansing myself before this, I bumped the Palo Santo on my arm and got ashes and stuff on me, and I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye. Tell me about this Page of Cups, please. Why is this here for Capricorn? Okay. I'm here. On the bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Okay, so that's a better sign here. Like, this can be, like, not fully developed. Damn sure ain't a king, it's a page. But we got King of Cups on the bottom. So this is telling me that you have a lot of love and emotions for your person. They have a lot of love and emotions for you. Very in touch with their emotions, with their intuition when they make decisions about things. This is someone, though, that doesn't always wear their heart on their sleeve, so they don't always publicly broadcast how they feel about something. So this could be a person that's like madly in love with you, but they don't express that. You don't know about it. Sometimes this can be a person who is going through some emotional difficulty of some kind, and they don't express that either, and you don't necessarily know about it. But there's definitely a lot of love and emotions here. The Star right behind that, which is the Aquarius Major Arcana card. This is a card of hope and healing, sometimes a card of wish fulfillment. Sometimes in a love reading, this card can signify that you're feeling like this person that you have all this love and emotions for is the one for you. This is also the card that comes after the Tower, and I don't know if you saw it when this card fell out of my hand, but the Tower is right behind it here. So what I was going to say is you don't make it to the Star energy without going through a Tower of some kind first, where something very abruptly changes and there's some game changer event that takes place where nothing's the same anymore. This is usually the hope that you can get past that. Is like the guiding light from the universe that lights the way so you can get past that. But whenever I see the Star, I know a Tower has happened not too terribly long ago, but it ain't been very long ago at all, because here is the Tower in the background here. The collapse of some important structure in your life. And this is something happened probably at some point in the past that changed everything between the two of you. And this is starting to look like trying to spin that back the other way and having the hope that that can take place. The Devil. Oh man. This is Capricorn's Major Arcana card. This is usually heavy toxic energy. This is usually like obsession or addiction to something, or a feeling of being trapped by something, like I can't escape from it, like it has control of me and I don't have any control over it. It's usually something negative like that, something controlling you and not you in control of it. These are the same two people from the Lovers card here, but here they've got chains around their neck. They're bound to this. They can't leave. They're in this toxic environment and it's distorting who they are. They're growing horns and tails. So there could be some element of toxicity in your life. There could be something happened with this and now there's been this obsession behind like trying to get it put back together and fight for it and fix it and get past this barrier that's in the way. Could be that we're doing a lot of talking about some stuff like that and have a lot of emotions tied to overcoming that. Possibly still have some emotions tied to what that tower represents, not being able to fully escape that. When I clarify Page of Cups, I get Seven of Cups, Temperance, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Cups is Scorpio energy of options and choices and confusion about the options and choices. There's a lot of different cups here. There's a lot of different ways this situation could play itself out. And I don't want to pick the wrong thing and make some kind of a mistake that I regret later. But the clouds of smoke can represent clouded judgment, just emotional confusion, can represent like intoxication sometimes. This can just represent that there's so much emotions involved that it's like it's clouding my ability to make clear decisions. Temperance is next. Man, I'm seeing some stuff that's like frustrating feeling here. Temperance is the Sagittarius Major Arcana card. This is a card of patience. It's about blending things together little bits at a time and not being in a hurry about it. Not like trying to dump the two buckets together all at once. It's like, let's mix a little of this together and see how that works. And then we can come back and make some fine-tuning adjustments to it. So this is usually trying to be patient. It also has reconciliation vibes to it too, because the water represents love and emotion in tarot. And here the water, the love, has been separated into two different cups. And this angel is recombining it back together, trying to like reunite something back together here. Do have the Sun next, which is the Leo Major Arcana card. I feel like I've said Leo quite a bit here. There's a little bit of Taurus out here, a little bit of Sag. The Wheel of Fortune represents the four fixed signs: Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. I do have a little bit of Taurus out here, some Gemini, a little bit of Pisces. I think I've said Cancer a couple times. You could be dealing with any of those signs. Hell, you could be dealing with any sign. This is a collective reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with, because I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I was doing a personal reading for you. Here it's collective energy. I'm tapping into thousands of Capricorn people all at once. So I'm just going to call these signs out as they stick out, just in case they mean anything to you. But the Sun is Leo energy. This is the happiest card in the whole tarot deck. This is happiness, joy, bliss, harmony. Really hard to get a better card than that. It's just requiring some patience, and it looks like it might be worth the patience if there's that much happiness tied to it. I definitely see shared energy of like trying to spin this wheel and force it where we want it to go and fight to get what we want and get past this barrier. Seems like it's taken a long time. Like I already saw Strength. I think it was, yeah, 3 cards down here. I know what I want, but I'm struggling to either against a piece of myself in order to get it, or I'm struggling through it and it's taking every damn bit of strength that I have to get through it. To me, this is screaming forced patience. Like I'm being forced to be patient to get to my happiness, to get to this thing that I want so bad, that all my happiness is tied to. And it's taken forever. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. This is very slow, monotonous forward movement. This is like the snail's pace. This is enough to make you want to pull your hair out when you want something yesterday and it seems like it's just one drip at a time and it's not moving. It is moving. It's just probably really hard to see that movement from where you sit. It's like trying to like stare at my head and watch my hair grow. You could stare at my hair the whole time you watch this reading all the way to the very end, and you ain't going to see my hair grow one bit. It is growing. It's just happening so slow. Same what I'm feeling off of this. I'm getting ahead of myself, but that Knight of Pentacles is the first card in your person's energy too. So they're feeling it. This is really feeling like divine timing, and that clock has just been ticking away nice and slow here. Another card that indicates that, because central to your energy is the Three of Wands. This is Aries energy of essentially waiting. This is about being at the beginning stages of manifesting the thing that you want. In this card, you already know what it is that you want. You've already chosen the path that you think gets you there, and you've already started taking steps down that path. You've started taking actions trying to manifest the thing that you want, and you have this positive expectancy that the thing you want is going to happen, just hasn't happened yet. And in this energy, you're still waiting on it to like fully materialize in the physical 3D reality. So it's about manifesting something, but still not quite having it yet. Tell me about this Three of Wands, please. Why is the Three of Wands central to Capricorn's energy of this direction in April 2024? Okay. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. We already saw this, Cancer energy. This is not being fully happy with what you've got in front of you, and you're daydreaming and sidetracked by this other cup that you think is going to be your happiness and fulfillment. That's you waiting on it to come in. That's you waiting on your person to come in. Three of Pentacles, wanting that teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals. That's Capricorn energy. Like laying the foundations, like the beginning stages of manifesting the Ten of Pentacles, that combined together life. When I clarify what it is that you're waiting for, I get the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Fool. Already saw Queen of Pentacles. This is good because before you were buried here, like several cards deep in the story, and there's that King of Pentacles counterpart. You had something separating the two of you at first, and now you're both on the table at the same time. There's still an energy, though, of waiting to be wife or waiting on wife, however that resonates for you. Page of Cups, which is the card that we just finished clarifying. That was your first card, the most important card. So this is expressing feelings about something, lovey-dovey communications about something, or just being at that early stages of advancing into this love connection here. Trying to be patient about it. Fool. This is the very first card of the major arcana. It's the first card of the whole tarot deck, card 0. That 0 represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. This is about just taking the blind leap of faith on something. It's legitimately a new beginning because it's the beginning of the whole deck. This is about not needing to know what all the steps are before you start taking the first step, not needing to know what the final outcome is going to be before you take the first step. This is just like, dude, I want this. Screw it. I'm going for it. I'm going to leap off the cliff, and I'll figure this out on my way down. This is like, I'm ready to do this now. I'm getting that sense here of like patience, slow, monotonous drip, waiting. And I'm ready to go now. I'm ready to go now. In fact, happiness is directly tied to just going for it. Like that's what the Fool is doing, leaping off the cliff to go to the happiness here. It's just taking too long. Final card for you, Capricorn, Nine of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is personal happiness, personal wish fulfillment. This is a singles energy. It's a step backwards from the Ten of Cups that we all want, that being combined together in like a, happily ever after true love kind of a thing. This is a step back from that. So this is telling me that you're not actually together yet, but that's what your personal happiness is tied to. Tell me about this Nine of Cups, please. Why is that here for Capricorn and this connection for April 2024? Okay. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Yeah, I'm feeling like you're viewing your person as husband. You're viewing your person as the other half of me in this love and emotion situation here. You have a lot of love and emotions for you. For them, they have a lot of love and emotions for you. But there's something that doesn't feel like it's being expressed here. I got the page, which is the communications about the feelings and the emotions, but the king keeps coming up as like one of the main elements here. They're talking about some emotions with you, but then there's other emotions that they haven't said anything about. 8 of Swords. This is Gemini energy of being stuck in my head about something, thinking about something on this repeating loop in my mind where I can't quite shut my mind off about it because there's gaps in my information, that blindfold. There's like stuff I don't know, stuff I don't see, stuff I don't have all the answers to. And I keep simulating this thing in my head over and over again, trying to fill in the blanks, fill in the gaps of what I know versus what I don't know, because I'm not sure what to do. I don't want to take the wrong step and, you know, do the wrong thing here and make a mistake. So I'm like grinding on something, probably overthinking something, trying to figure out what to do. Could be a case of like there's something that they're not telling you and like it's hard to read them, and then you get stuck in your head trying to figure out what's actually going on. There is the star in the background. Hope, healing, personal wish fulfillment. Again, I'm getting that vibe, like the one for me. Possible that you're just stuck in your head thinking about them because you have all this happiness tied to them and you want to take the next step with them and just jump. Again, personal happiness tied to that. There's that tower in the background though, like possibly hoping that we don't have a tower again. This tower feels like it happened already in the past, and this is probably not wanting a repeat of that and hoping that that is like going to get skipped over. And Queen of Wands, like that's what you want. I saw King of Wands already 2 cards deep here. So I'm seeing counterparts again. So King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and the Magician. I've got counterparts 3 different ways so far, and I've seen the King of Cups several times. It won't surprise me a bit if I start seeing Queen of Cups over here on their side. When I clarify this 9 of Cups, this personal happiness and wish fulfillment, I get 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Going in the right direction here. Starting off not so great. 9 of Swords is Gemini energy of fear, worry, and anxiety. This is a step up from this 8 of Swords that we just took a look at here on the story on the bottom of the deck. This is a step worse than that. This is mental anguish. This is thinking about something so much with all this fear and worry behind your thinking that it physically stresses you out. This can turn into nightmares, sleepless nights, can't concentrate on what I'm doing, can't shut my mind off, can't think straight. It's like the person has their eyes covered because in their mind, they have the situation represented as so worrisome and fearful that they don't want to face it. They don't want to look at it. It's so weird because I have this Capricorn energy that's usually like wife, mother, center of the home and family type energy. And surrounding that is confusion, emotional confusion, and mental strain and stress of fear, worry, and anxiety. The only thing that's touching her still, though, is this waiting on the thing that I want and that I know is going to happen and that I want really bad, and I'm just waiting on it. This could be like, I want this so bad, and at the same time, I'm afraid something is going to stop it from happening. There's going to be a roadblock that becomes the ending here, and we're not going to be able to fight through this. It's like I'm worried that something like that is going to happen. Then I got 6 of Swords here. This is Aquarius energy of moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving these rough, choppy waters of the past behind you, moving away from that painful stuff and moving forward into the future toward what you want. There's an implied choice here, though. And the choice is like, this painful stuff has already happened. There's nothing you can do about that part. What you can do something about is how you move forward into the future. And that's the choice. Like, do I carry the burden into the future with me so it keeps weighing me down? I'm telling you that 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords is a mental burden for sure. This frustration from things taking so long is a burden for sure. This barrier that's preventing you from getting to the other piece of you here is you carry that forward with you and let it weigh you down, or do you carry the lesson forward with you so that something like this doesn't happen again, so we can learn something from this and leave all that crap in the past and move forward together? It's right beside this page here, though, this like communications about love and emotions, expressing feelings about that, the patience. It's like I'm ready to move on from this damn patience and waiting energy and move into the future toward what I want. Six of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy of balance. This is generosity. It's reciprocity. It's equal give and take. This is like trying to balance things out so that we can take this leap of faith, so that we can get to the happiness that we want. This is also a card sometimes of receiving money. So maybe there's an element of being worried about money, because this card also can represent money. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I have pentacles in every column of your cards, so there could be some sort of money thing going on. I got King of Pentacles in the center of the clarifiers for the shared energy. I got Pentacles over here. We got a lot of physical, tangible stuff here, which Pentacles can sometimes represent money. This would be like maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. This would be like generational wealth. It could be there's an element of being worried about money, but this is also Virgo energy of combining together lives, like building a life together, the combining together of two people or two families and building that stable, abundant, prosperous home life that we all want. King and Queen of Pentacles do this, by the way, and I've got King and Queen of Pentacles out here. I've seen Three of Pentacles, the people that like teamwork to lay the foundations for that. What sucks is in this bottom row, there's a gap in the middle beyond just taking the leap of faith and going for it, which tells me that maybe we haven't done that take a leap of faith piece yet. But what's still remaining in this bottom row is this very slow, monotonous, make you want to pull your hair out forward movement to get to this 10 of Pentacles that you want. That's your energy in this connection for April 2024, Capricorn. Let's scoot this over and take a look at your person's energy. In their energy, they have the Knight of Pentacles. That's their most important card. Central to their energy, 10 of Swords. Final card for your person, Judgment. Already saw this Knight of Pentacles over here on your side. This is the monotonous drip, like snail's pace. I want this like 2 weeks ago and I still don't have it. And it's like, very, very frustrating. When a person is going through this, it's really hard for them to tell the difference between this and the Hanged Man, which is like progress actually being halted and there is no forward movement and it's not going to move. There is movement here. It's just probably doesn't feel like it. Tell me about Knight of Coins here. Why is this Knight of Pentacles the first card for Capricorn's person? All of it stayed inside. So this is making it feel like your person is King of Cups and they have a bunch of stuff that they keep inside. They don't always share exactly how they're feeling. Every one of their cards turned upright in the deck and I had to go dig for it to get it out. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is that Capricorn energy. Working together, laying the foundations to build this 10 of Pentacles. Together, teamwork here. Very slow progress on that. Four of Cups. Like, there's similar energy showing up over here. They're not fully happy and content with what they have. They're staring at the Three Cups, the being united and celebrating and daydreaming about you because it's not all together yet. 10 of Cups, that's what they want. This is the happily ever after. This seems like a really powerful connection that both of you feel equally here in terms of the strength of it, the emotions of it, the love of it, the Chariot, and the will here, underlying will to overcome all the obstacles and challenges and the roadblocks and fight through all of this stuff that's in the way, like turn that wheel by manual force if needed. That's what this is feeling like by this person. This is like, dude, I'm ready for this wheel to spin the other way, and if it doesn't start spinning at the speed I'm expecting it to, I'm about to start messing with it and see if I can't make it go faster myself. The fastest energy in the deck. But this is about overcoming the stuff that's in the way and moving forward very fast successfully. Which again is a very stark contrast. That feels like what they really want, and this is the drip pace that they're getting here. When I clarify that, I get the High Priestess, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. The High Priestess is the overall energy of the reading here. She who knows, like I said, in a love reading, She can indicate that this connection is deeper than just something physical for them. It's deeper than just something emotional for them. They're feeling guided toward you. Powerful, powerful connection. Three of Swords. This is Libra energy of heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third energy. The third energy is not always a romantic third party. It can be. This third energy can be anything that's not you, Capricorn, that's not your person. It could be nosy friends, family members, neighbors, co-workers sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. This can be some external thing like work taking up too much time, money being a problem, could be causing a heartbreaking situation. It could be any number of things. It could be like there's this obstacle itself. Whatever this obstacle is can be that third energy. But there's something in, hell, it could even be the fact that I want this so bad and I'm so drawn to it, and it's like I'm fighting so hard to get to it and it's taking so damn long. That in and of itself can be the third energy. But there is some heartbreaking thing that your person is feeling here as it relates to moving forward. This Knight of Cups is actions toward love and emotions. This is moving forward with romantic offers, romantic gestures. I saw the Page in your side of the energy twice. That's like early stages of it. That's like where we're thinking about it and talking about it. This is actually doing something about it and moving forward on it. So there is still forward movement happening here from your person, but there in the center of that is something heartbreaking, some sort of an emotional loss that they're thinking about. Ten of Swords is central to their energy. That Ten of Swords is also out here in the clarifiers for the shared energy connected to this King of Pentacles. Some sort of an ending for them is what it's looking like. This is Gemini energy. Sometimes this is a swift, painful ending. Sometimes it's an ending they don't see coming. Sometimes it's an ending in betrayal. No matter what, there's some kind of an ending here. Tell me about this Ten of Swords. Why is that central to Capricorn's person's energy, please? Bottom of the deck, Justice. This is the Libra Major Arcana card. It's the most powerful card of balance in the deck. I saw this Six of Pentacles over here on your side, a card of balance. This is a step up from that even. The sword in this card is used to sever something that's not in balance, so balance can be restored, and then the right, fair, just thing can happen. Like what's supposed to happen can happen. I've got two references to that now. This is telling me something either unfair or unjust is going on, and this is showing up because this is the need to correct it and make it right, to like right the ship here, turn this the other direction, make it go where it's supposed to go. Either something unfair is happening in that regard, or something unbalanced is causing things to not move the right way. There is some sort of an ending here. It could be that something needs corrected in that regard. This is about balancing something out. I got the Two of Wands behind that Aries energy. Twos are decisions. So this is like a fork in the road for them. It's a crossroads in their life. It's a decision point for them. And it's a decision about what is it that I want my world to really be like, and which of these two paths is going to get me to that. Which path do I have to leave behind? I feel like for your person to do like what's the right, fair, just thing for them, they have to make some sort of a decision, and that decision involves what it is they want and leaving something different than that behind. And that is probably requiring some sort of an actual ending on their end here. An ending on their end, an ending on their part. There's fear, worry, and anxiety tied to that, though. The moon is usually fear, worry, and anxiety from uncertainty, because when the moon's out, it's dark outside. You can't see the full path in front of you. You don't even know if you're on the right path anymore. You could have made a wrong turn and not know it, and that level of uncertainty can start to cause fear, worry, and anxiety. I did see fear, worry, and anxiety in your energy over here. This is feeling, it's feeling slightly different on this side. This is like, I've chosen the path, but there's uncertainty about the path. It's like over here, you don't need to see the path. Like, I'm just going for it. We'll figure it out. Your person seems much more like a planning kind of a person. And I think they struggle with this. I know exactly what I want, but there's an element that I struggle with. And I think it's not having the clarity, not having the full view of it, and like the uncertainty of it, of the path that I'm going down. And on top of the uncertainty, there is an ending that they have to do here. Clarifying that 10 of Swords ending, I get 4 of Swords, 5 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and Strength. 4 of Swords is Libra energy. This is like taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. 4s represent stability, and Swords are about the thoughts or the mind. So this is stabilizing the thoughts, stabilizing the mind, calming the mind down. Like, saw the fear, worry, and anxiety. See the heartbreak and sadness here. See the thing that's in the way. This is like taking a chill, going inside myself to like calm my thinking so I can hear my intuition, so I can hear the guidance that I have coming in. It's sitting right beside this High Priestess on the table. So I get this a lot when their intuition is trying to tell them something and they can't hear it because there's so much noise in their mind that it's kind of drowning it out. Their thoughts are too out of control and they can't tap into the piece of themselves that they need. This is like that chill pill to calm down here. About an ending. And there is sadness and remorse tied to that. The 5 of Cups is Scorpio energy, sadness and remorse about the past. It's being focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled and all the love and emotions that have been spilled, and not focusing on what they have behind them, which is a connection they have. But there is also a choice in that 2 element of this here. There's some choice about a connection. This person is clearly losing something in order to move your direction. And they still want to do that. That, I think, is the hurdle that's in the way. But I see that hurdle being there for them and them ending it. They're definitely losing something that they have emotions towards, some emotional attachment to. But even still, they're still moving forward anyway. And there's still this news and messages and communicating about the opportunity, this physical opportunity in the real world with you. This is a lot of times being at that beginning stages of the plan for the future. It's not the fully developed plan, but it is moving into the future. Both of these cards in this row are advancing into the future. Then I have Strength next, which I did already see 3 cards deep in this overall energy of the reading. This is that Leo Major Arcana energy of like struggling against a piece of myself where I'm trying to not make a mistake and I'm trying to not let this beast loose in the china shop and wreck everything. But more likely, this is just a very difficult situation for your person, and they're being forced to tap into all their internal strength to make it through it. They have the strength to make it through it, and it looks like they're tapping into it, summoning that strength up and using it to be able to move forward here through some sort of a difficult ending that they have sadness and probably some emotional pain tied to. Final card for your person is Judgment. This is a very powerful major arcana card of a final decision being made. In a relationship reading, this a lot of times is a decision either to call something dead and over with, or it's a decision to resurrect something and bring it back to life. I do see this theme here of like being united or reunited and combining together, and this taking a long time. And I keep seeing elements of a tower in the background that feels like it's already happened at some point in the past, and we're getting through that and getting past it. This is almost like something happened and you lost it, and now you're getting it back and you're trying to like fight through to move forward here. This is some sort of a decision either to resurrect the connection, or this is them having to pass some kind of a final verdict and judgment on something so that they can move in the direction they're trying to move in. Tell me about judgment, please. Why is judgment here for Capricorn's person here in April 2024? Oh, okay. Okay. Giving me extra cards all over the place again. Looks like there is a lot happening for you guys. It looks good so far, though. Refreshing, because it's not very common anymore that I get to do a positive reading. It's usually like hellfire and brimstone, and it gets old after a while. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. There's that Cancer Major Arcana card again. This is like that underlying will to overcome all the obstacles and challenges. This is very fast-moving energy, fastest energy in the deck. There's the challenge, and this ending, this decision they have to make is something that they have the will to do. This card in and of itself can indicate travel. Trying to see if there's any others. There's one that could indicate travel. There's another one. There could be some distance between the two of you. There's another one. There could be some kind of a distance, and they have to make some sort of a judgment or decision and then be able to move to you or move toward you, overcome something to get to you. That's what they're daydreaming about. That's what they're sidetracked by all the time. 10 of Cups. Yeah, you can't make this shit up. This is like, they're viewing you as the one. Like, this is my happily ever after, and I'm gonna get there. Like, the Hulk Hogan just popped into my head, and he said something one time by hook or by crook, like he's gonna get what he wants. Like, even if I have to steal it to make it happen. Like, that's kind of the energy I'm feeling coming from over here. When I clarify this Judgment card, I get the 3 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 7 of Wands. I've seen this 3 of Pentacles several times already, Capricorn energy. This is that working together as equals to build something of value. Like, they're making a judgment to move toward doing that. They're up in their head a little bit. There's a little bit of noise going on in their mind, but their intuition is also here louder than that noise. So that's a good thing. Like, the pull toward you is louder than the chatter in their mind about this ending that they have to do. Queen of Cups is next. I said I wouldn't be surprised if I see this on your person's side, because I kept seeing King of Cups on your side, probably for how you're viewing them. Well, they're viewing you as their emotional counterpart, the person they get all their love and emotions from, the person they have all this love and emotions for. So now I've seen King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and Magician. So the only, like, court card counterparts I'm missing are King and Queen of Swords, which is actually kind of good, because that usually represents 2 people that used to be together and aren't going to be together anymore. They have a lot of love and emotions for you, but there is sadness and remorse about the past. There is some heartbreaking loss here in the same row as getting to you. That could be a reason why we're seeing them struggle with something. I'm really feeling like this person has to end something in order to come your direction and actually be with you. And I don't have any hints at all that it's like they have to end romantic connection. I mean, I guess that's totally possible, but this is something else, it feels like. Next card, Ace of Swords. There's some decision they have to make. This is the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. It's the sword that you use to make decisions with. The word decision, the Latin word decision, comes from, literally means to cut off. So this is like cutting something off, making the decision to cut away the other options until there's only one option left. And that option is their plan for the future, and that is moving forward in love and emotions with you. 2 of Swords. This is Libra energy of a decision that needs to be made, only it hasn't been made yet. The blindfold can sometimes represent there's not enough available information in order for me to decide, which is why I haven't decided. Sometimes the blindfold can represent a person has the blinders on, and there's something that they don't want to see. They don't want to look at it, and not doing that is preventing them from making a decision. There's the decision, though. There's just like, it's in the wrong order for me. Yes, it's ascending. It's going up from 1 to 2. But I don't like escalating sword energy. I like my sword energy to be like, okay, it's calming down now. So this is like, it's feeling a little backwards here, where I have the decision and then the indecision. And it's in a column that's headed off by the most powerful decision card in the whole deck. There's a piece of them that is struggling with this decision. There's a piece of it that they don't want to look at. I really feel like they have to like end something, and it's probably something important to them, and they're struggling with the idea of actually doing that, which is probably why they haven't actually done it yet, even though everything points to the fact that they're going to do it. There's that Seven of Wands Leo energy of fighting for this, like fighting to defend what I want, fighting to protect what's important to me, defend what I'm after here, like fight everything off in order to get it, like fight for this connection. I really just feel like there's the barrier that is here for your person, and it's about ending something that is important to them. Doesn't feel like a romantic thing. It's something else that they have to end. And yes, they've probably struggled with it for a while, but they're doing it. Now, if you still have questions about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Capricorn love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.